All right.
That is nice. Yeah, that's great. Ooh.
Wow, what a beautiful town and beautiful people. Lots of patriotism here today. I can feel it. I'm right there with y'all. My dad was World War II veteran. This means a lot to me. And my wonderful veteran, Allison Hasler, she's sitting right there. That lovely lady. She was deployed to the Middle East. She joined the National Guard, was in the service. She served 6 years. Drove a truck and came back. So glad you did. Do you want to talk to the folks a little bit?
Sure. I think I do.
You do. He'll get you.
Does it work?
Is the battery dead?
Uh-oh.
I just use yours.
You can use
Yep.
Bobby's
Yeah.
mic. Sure.
He's got it. He thinks he's got to try it again, Bobby.
Hello? Hello?
There you go. It's coming.
Got it?
There it is.
Okay.
There we go.
My name is Allison Hasler. I'm an Iraqi war veteran, and I shared a little bit of a story on Thursday when I got to meet all of these wonderful people that are part of Freedom Sings and my fellow veterans. And Thursday was the September 5th, and it marked 20 years to the date that I went into a dining facility with a friend of mine, Shauna Morrison, not realizing that because I was waiting for somebody else while her and some other friends went back to our barracks, that was the last time that I was going to see her, because we had a pretty bad mortar attack that killed Shauna and another soldier, Charlie Lamb, that my brother was sitting by when the mortar attack happened. And Shauna was a few years older than a lot of us other females that were in our group of 168 soldiers. And she was one of those like scary older sisters that laughed loud, yelled loud, and loved really well. And for the longest time, I really suffered from a lot of survivor's guilt because I felt like she was more worthy of spending the rest of her life because I was so young and immature at that time. And when we came home that February afterwards, we came home to Paris, Illinois. It was the home of our transportation company, the 1544th. And out of 8,000 in the population, there was over 10,000 people that came to welcome us home. And that was one of the first sighs of relief that I felt because you, the supporters, were there. And I was reminded this week and during this last couple of days of this little clip of Winnie the Pooh and Piglet sitting there after Winnie the Pooh had a really bad day, and Piglet says, "Do you want to talk about it?" And Pooh says, "No, not really." And he says, "Okay," and he just sits there with them. And I truly appreciate all of the people that support our veterans, and you may not know what the right words are, you may not know what the right thing to do is, but you know to be there. And as we went through this song, it kind of evolutionized that this is my love story, my love song to you as supporters of us veterans. And I want to thank you so much for being supporters of the veteran community. Even if you don't know how best to support us, just being there is so much. And I thank you for that.
Woo!
Thank you, Allison, and thank you for sharing your story with me. What an honor. We wrote a song called Walk On. Turned 17, joined the National Guard, grew up on a real fast track. Turned 21 on a Kuwait convoy, headed for Iraq. We were 168 when the first mortar hit, and one good soldier down. How could I know then what I know now? Some called us walking wounded, some scars you never see. We toured a foreign desert in 5 tons and Humvees. A small town, just 8,000, with open arms welcomed us home. Help the walking wounded walk on. I'd almost forgotten Illinois' beauty till I got a picture from home. Surrounded by sand, there in that moment I could almost smell the corn. When the bombs started flying, we were back on alert, vowed to keep each other alive, and never to forget the fallen fight. Some call us walking wounded, some scars you never see. But life had different plans, at least they did for me. Thank God for a loving husband with open arms to welcome me home. Help the walking wounded walk on, walk on, walk on. Thank you, Allison.
So good.
So awesome. Oh yeah. Can I sit
Forgive me for having to run back up to the stage, but I had to listen to that song from the audience. Alice and I had the opportunity to work together for a couple of years, and this is a real important lesson for me and to share with you, because I knew she was an Iraqi war veteran. I knew what her MOS was, 88 Mike, correct? You even got your coffee cup one time, I think, that said 88 Mike on it for a Christmas gift. But I didn't know her story. I didn't know her story because she didn't talk about it. Now I know. Now you know. So, Irene, thank you for sharing her story with the rest of us in the form of a song. Allison, God bless you for your service. Thank you for telling your story for all of us. And just like the other one, you've got a nice little plaque here with a note with some from Irene and a beautiful picture, and of course a challenge coin. So thank you so much.